Sup, ZD? Random Person here, and you're listening to Random in Person, where random person, that's me, gives his random thoughts about the random things he thinks about in Zelda, randomly. I'd like to thank K4 King for that name idea, and now let's get on to the subject. And what I want to talk to you about today is Zelda. I know, surprise, surprise. But, surprise is on you, I'm not actually just going to be talking about the Legend of Zelda series, I'm going to talk about Princess Zelda herself. And the reason that I'm bringing up Princess Zelda is, as I'm scouring Zelda Dungeon, doing my typing thing, I look around and I see conversations about Zelda. And one would think that to be a Legend of Zelda series fan, one would have to be a Princess Zelda fan. Well, one is not always correct. In fact, in this case, one would think wrong. I've seen people on Zelda Dungeon who did not have nice things to say about our beloved princess. And me, I'm a freaking huge fan of Princess Zelda. So the only thing I can do on the computer is ellipse to those comments. But to hear these things, these bad things about Princess Zelda is... You ever been playing Zelda and somebody comes and sees the game and they act all smart like, Legend of Zelda, that game is stupid. Or they come and say, oh, Zelda, that's gay. You feel this hurt feeling, this really hurt feeling in your heart that someone could say something so bad about something that you see. It's just so beautiful. And you want to punch him in the face. But you can't do that because it's not very nice. So rather than shut down everything I've heard about Zelda, I decided that I'm going to display how I view the princess. And the first thing I want to talk about is what I see as the obvious symbol they're trying to make her represent is a person of wisdom. People often complain that Zelda does not do a lot. Well, no, she doesn't do a lot. She doesn't do the on-the-scene stuff. You know why? Because she's not the heroine of the game, despite the fact that it's named after her. Link is the hero of the game. So Link is going to go out there and fight the bad guys. He's a representative of courage, so he's going to do courageous things. He's going to go and he's going to take his sword, he's going to slash people, do all this stuff and make you have fun. While Zelda is not going to be useless, mind you. She's seeing things on a higher level. She's looking at the big picture, because that's what people of wisdom do. They look at the big picture and they explain to those who don't understand the big picture. And so in Zelda games, we often hear Zelda explaining to us different things rather than fighting right next to us where we would most likely prefer her to be. But she's not the courageous. She's not the symbol of courage, which is why they're not making her represent this female fighter with her sword slashing people around. She's wisdom. That's what she's gonna do. And I also don't see her as what some people view as cowardice, because she was in hiding for so long, and even though she had all this power in her, she didn't fight Ganondorf. And what has to be realized here is that, yes, Zelda does have a lot of power. She's extremely powerful. But this other guy that we want her to fight has the Triforce of power. She's not going to win. And she knows she's not going to win. That's why she doesn't fight. There's a difference between not fighting and knowing when not to fight. She's not being a coward. She knows that out there somewhere there is a fairy boy with a green hat and a man skirt, and it is his destiny to kick this ugly guy's butt, which is why she doesn't do it. This is in both Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess. It seems like she's just giving up when Zelda lays down her sword. She's not giving up. She knows that she's not gonna win this battle. Alright, she knows that she can come. They're not gonna kill her if she lays down her sword, and they're not gonna kill the people that's with her. But and it works out in the end. You know, Link comes being the symbol of courage, and he saves the day. And that's actually another thing I want to talk about. People often complain or that Zelda is a symbol of a damsel in distress, that she can't really represent what a person's supposed to do. She has to wait. And I'm seeing these conversations on Zelda Dungeon. I'm not just making them up. I am paraphrasing them. And they talk about how the man has to get things done because Zelda can't really do anything herself. I really don't view it as that at all, because throughout the games, Zelda is still helping Link. She's still giving him advice. Like I said, not on a courageous scale. She's giving it to him on a wisdom scale. And we have to realize that she's representing a person in authority. And one really major goal that she's representing is that she's a drive for Link. Now, think back to Ocarina of Time. Might have been sometime for some of you, might have been yesterday for the rest of you. But you played through Ocarina of Time, and you don't know where Zelda is throughout the adult life of the game. And after you beat the so many temples, I think there's 5. You can stone me later if I'm wrong. After you beat him, Zelda, spoiler alert, finally reveals herself. And you're just so happy. You're on the tip of your toes that Zelda is finally with you. And you're really happy to finally see Zelda because she represents this radiant beauty that you've been searching for. And then Ganondorf takes her away. And you want to kick his butt so badly that he would wait till Zelda reveals herself and then just snatch her like right in front of you. And you can bet Link feels the same way. He doesn't want to fail anymore. Well, not that he wanted to fail, but he no longer sees failure as an option. And if you don't believe me, let's think back to Twilight Princess. In Twilight Princess, Link's drive was it was Leah, the blonde-haired girl. Yeah, her. The Ordon girl, yeah. That was his drive. But eventually he found her. And she got sick. She was safe. She still lost her memory, but she was safe. You know, Link's like, okay, I'm gonna go save Hyrule, but my girl's fine in more ways than one. So then your drive, after you meet Zant, your drive is now Midna, who becomes sick, and you're trying to hurry up and get her there, get her healed. And then you see Zelda, who once again is representing this mysterious radiant beauty, and she gives Midna her power in a very dramatic fashion that makes you feel sorry for her, makes you feel like she's really giving a sacrifice, because as she fades away, it makes you feel like she's dying, even though, spoiler alert, you find out that later she's still alive. But it makes you feel like she's dying, and it almost is almost enough to bring a tear to your eye. And later you teleport out of the castle, and then you turn around, and the twilight just encloses over the castle as if Zen is saying, "She's mine." Now this princess just did a huge sacrifice for you. You're gonna feel some anger. You can go back and rewatch that scene. Link and Midna get so angry on that scene. There's this slow growing anger on both of their faces. Now I felt the exact same way when I was playing, to be honest with you. And Link no longer feels that he has an option to fail. No way. Zant is getting his butt kicked. I'm going to kick all the booty that gets in my way, and there's no booty in this world that I can't kick as long as it means getting Zelda back. So to see, she's not even still truly, if you still think she's a damsel in distress, I don't think so, because she comes back in the end and she helps. She's fighting alongside Link, helping to defeat the ultimate bad guy. She's still there. So to think that she's only a damsel in distress, I don't see it as that at all. She serves a much higher purpose in my eyes. Now, let me tell you, I will be the first random person to be in line and buy a game where Zelda is in her physical form and she's right next to you fighting alongside you. That would be such an epic game, and I cannot wait for something like that to come out. Believe you me. But I do not feel that Zelda's past representations are an insult to her. I feel that they are very important. Zelda is a very important character. She's actually my second favorite character in all the Legend of Zelda series. Can you guess who's first? Link. And I don't feel that the representations that have been given to her are really fair. And, those are my thoughts. You can agree with them, or those are the gist of my thoughts. There's a lot more going up in this random brain. And you can agree with them, or you cannot. It's actually hard for me to say that this time because I really feel strongly about this. I've been playing Zelda a lot, and I feel like, I have to protect her when somebody's coming to insult her. Some serious fourth wall breakage. I blame Link. And, those are my thoughts, and you can agree with them, or you cannot. As I say all the time, I'm just some random person. I don't know everything in the world. But, yeah, that's it, and, well, that was random, and I'm out.